when I go, I told you, right? Like I go to a sauna and I do meditation and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
So yesterday it came to me the vision, what I, because every year I try to create a project and usually it'll open up after Easter.
yeah.
This full moon of Easter and full moon of May, it's called Visha. That's when all higher beings gather and they
Hmm.
do a tally of what's wrong,
Yeah,
what's right, and they'll send out more missionaries to offset this balance. Like, so this year already you could see the agenda is many people want to stop eating meat, right?
hmm,
You could see, like, everybody's egging everybody on and stuff.
yeah,
So initially it creates chaos until it normalizes.
yeah.
So that's one agenda the world is working on, right? The second one is energy efficiency. We have already been, like, activated about climate change and stuff.
Hmm.
So did you hear that wolf wind storm last night? Oh my God, the sound was like so ferocious.
Oh
Suddenly
yeah,
the
yeah,
wind came in.
yeah.
Actually I saw a video where in the London, this guy was showing how they are creating artificial rain and they can make it rain. And I
Really?
feel we are manipulating weather. And
Yeah,
that's why it feels abnormal, these winds. Like these are not normal. I was thinking all the pine trees are going to snap the way
yeah,
it was sounding yesterday.
yeah. That's definitely
It was
not.
like an angry wind.
Yeah.
It felt like that. And then so yesterday I was listening because what happens in his channel, the minute he comes on to do sermon, right? There will be 1,200 people, like, saying, like, nice things about him.
Yeah.
There will be four people who will get on. Every second comment, they'll say, you're a bastard, you're a loser, like, like
Hmm.
that. And it's only like few people. But the problem is, I remember them more than my teacher.
Yeah, yeah,
I can even call out one guy called Sendil,
yeah,
and I think about him like even when he is not even in my consciousness,
yeah.
and I'm saying, why am I remembering these nasty comments?
Hmm.
So it bothers me. So I'm like thinking, what I'm going to do is YouTube leadership training, and here I'm going to call out at handle whatever he uses, and because it's easy to see what their handle is. And if he says bastard, I said, hey, at handle,
Yeah,
this is a YouTube video for you. I fact checked. My teacher does have a father. His name is this. His
yeah,
mother's name. Like what I'm saying is,
yeah,
release a video
yeah,
doing calling out. Okay,
yeah,
calling out video. Like so I feel I cannot fix it,
yeah,
but I can at least make it go to the next level.
yeah, yeah.
Because I wrote to YouTube and I said, hey, these guys are nasty. They said we cannot stop them because of freedom of speech,
Hmm.
but they said they cannot do anything. So
Yeah,
essentially, they kind of gave up. So I decided to do YouTube leadership training yesterday, and today waking up to this shootout news, I said, okay, God is at least in our. See,
yeah,
that's why I'm saying agenda all happens at the same time because once you know there is a problem, the
hmm,
energy is active,
yeah,
right? So I know there is a problem, but we don't have a solution. And now, when the problem gets really serious, when
yeah,
shit hits the fan,
yeah,
so to speak, right?
yeah.
They have to do something about it because
Mhm.
they wrote a very nasty um, video about me that I'm taking security deposit for people, which is a lie.
Yeah,
The reason is, see, when my name is doing Google search, if in case it has number of views, they use my name to inappropriately create content. And I wrote to Google, I said, this
yeah.
is not right. They said, unfortunately, they can do nothing about it.
Isn't that like slander? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so I
Yeah,
went to court and I asked them. The judge says no. They said in America it's freedom of speech. We cannot. So if you really want to know the police, I went to police station. What they are saying is you didn't catch him recording a video,
yeah.
so you cannot prove it's him.
Oh, yeah,
So what they suggested is the best option is for you to do a counter video.
yeah.
So
Oh,
like
yeah,
use a video to
yeah.
bring
To
up
disprove, yeah,
awareness or like
disprove them.
like
Yeah,
talk about it. So that's how some of my videos I created specifically for that. If nothing else, at least I felt I did something about it. Like,
yeah,
I spoke up. On my setting, I made sure no comment can be left.
yeah,
Either they can like or dislike.
yeah,
So I feel that's the only way to tackle this.
Yeah.
See, he is being compassionate and he wants everybody to join.
Mm-hmm.
I even wrote one of the member commented saying how like something nasty. So I said, hey, I said leave only footprints. Don't ruin the ruins. If
Yeah.
it were up to me, I would have blocked you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
But,
like I feel, but because I'm not really having an authority to block him, because I am just another person in this organization.
yeah.
But I feel I don't want to watch somebody abuse somebody and say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like how in America they say, see something, say something.
Yeah.
And I feel really that we need to address that. The other thing interesting happened is in India. You should read that book called Ramayan.
Yeah.
Ramayan is about one avatar who lived in 5000 BCE.
Yeah.
Because they tracked his exact birth according to, because they use star system to
Yeah.
do the birth, so they could figure out exactly where he was born, where. So they tracked him. He is historical figure.
Yeah.
But it seems two British scholars were given an assignment to redo his history.
Mm-hmm.
So they wrote, because British ruled us.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wrote a thesis. It's mythology.
Oh.
And the whole Christianity now for the past 2000 years discredits his life.
Yeah, and just says he was.
Because there's
yeah.
two scholars who like probably didn't, they said he never even visited India.
Yeah.
And those two people who did the thesis didn't even visit India, but they are the authority on this guy who lived.
Yeah,
He was the first one who created monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
He was the first one who created boundaries, how to live as a normal human being.
Yeah.
That was his whole purpose. Just like Jesus, he came down, he used world rule, took the punishments,
Yeah.
and lived up. And then there is proof. He went to, we spoke about it, right? He went to Himalayas after resurrection, and he started Mahayana Buddhism. Mahayana, Maha means
Yeah.
great, vehicle is Yana.
Yeah.
So he turned the Buddhism around. He accepted Buddhists, Hindus, Judaism, Christianity, and he built a universal path to love and compassion.
Yeah.
And they said, according to ancient scriptures, Hindus and Judaism never convert. Conversion was not even a choice.
Yeah.
They just teach the philosophy of living, and you can either incorporate it in your life or not. That's all the religion is about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vedas. So people twisted religion to mean something else.
Oh, yeah.
See, Christ never taught hatred, right?
No.
He never taught hatred, but people use his teaching to create hatred.
Yeah,
Roman Catholic believes he died, which is not the truth.
Yeah.
After resurrection, he does go and he,
Yeah.
resurrects the whole universal compassion field.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because they didn't have social media, his popularity didn't reach the West,
Yeah.
And so, for agenda purpose, it's easier for them to create an image he died, because it makes it easier for them to convert and do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
The church was using that money to run their political agenda.
Yeah.
So Catholic Church people who run for presidency go and ask for their blessing because they need Christians to vote for them. That's all. It's all is voting. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Religion, traditional old religion, never even thought about politicians.
No.
They never played a part in politics.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting when I was watching all this. And so what happens is they decided to have a split thing. And have you heard Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi's children?
Yeah.
They married each other. Did you know that?
No,
Nehru's
I didn't know
daughter married Gandhi's son, and she became Indira Gandhi, the first women president in India.
Oh.
Then
cool.
Rajiv Gandhi
Yeah.
was president. He was assassinated. Both of them were assassinated. No, both of them. Now his son Rahul Gandhi wants to run for presidency, but he is bad mouthing all the religious leaders.
Yeah.
And they impersonated them in their 80s. One guy was impersonated because they are pretending they are sexually molested. They are coming with their sick thinking.
Yeah.
And so Rahul Gandhi goes to this priest and says, "Can you support me?" Because he wants those votes. He said to him, You are using spirituality to split people.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with you. You will never have my blessing. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So they didn't want the media to get the bad vibe, but already because of social media, it got released.
Yeah.
And so Ramayana procession, they decided to do, politician funded a procession where they'll hold the picture of Ram and slipper-wise slap him on his face.
Yeah.
Which is like very atrocious behavior, it's like no etiquettes.
Yeah.
And interestingly, see, the thing is, all ancient beings have powers.
Yeah.
Till now, people tolerated certain behavior. My teacher says from today, with me, bad behavior stops.
Yeah.
Because they have ability to take out lives too. They didn't do it before because they wanted to be compassionate. He said, compassion is I treat you the way you treat me. You know what happened to the guy who beat his face? He was hit like by a bus within 48 hours and died.
Really?
Because paranormal activity and all people don't understand.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you get blessing provided you're good. You get cursed if you're bad. That's the truth.
Yeah.
You like how Christ said, what you reap, you sow.
Yeah.
And in Buddhism, so one guy decides to go check it out. You should watch this YouTube video. This guy levitates aboard his monk.
Yeah.
But he has strict instruction in that place. If anybody tells on where he lives, because see, Tibet monks are prosecuted, right? They were murdered by Chinese.
Oh yeah.
So India gave them rescue. So they have like a sacred space. So he wants the villagers not to tell on where he lives.
Yeah.
So one guy was very disrespectful and made fun of him when he was walking.
Yeah.
So he was found dead the next day. And now nobody talks about him because they are very scared of him.
Yeah.
And I think only by creating this type of awareness, people stop talking.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel the YouTube shoot-up that happened today. Did you know about that?
No, you just told me about it.
So 2 weeks ago, this girl, it seems, went berserk. She's a very young girl. I'll show you.
Yeah, she looked young in the picture.
Yeah. She's very young. Look at that. So she was sent nasty comments on her YouTube video.
Yeah.
So she calls the police again and again asking for help. Nobody ever followed through. I think sometimes people snap,
Yeah.
She went to YouTube, killed herself.
Yeah.
And I feel Google cannot take a stance like, oh, it's what is it called? Personal freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I mean, freedom of speech. Give me a break. You like those kids, right? Cyberbullying. Now there is a big supply. Maybe YouTube has to take a stance saying, the violent content we are not violent comment we are not going to tolerate.
Yeah, well, YouTube should be because freedom of speech, like it doesn't necessarily like allow, right? Like it just freedom of speech is mostly just.
See, they haven't
you
till
can say
now.
what you want about the government and stuff like that.
That's what. But for common people, they didn't have the same protection. See,
Yeah.
the thing is, at some point, people have to wake up and say, this is not okay. Or YouTube has to have a choice of saying the comment will be only posted provided you approve.
Yeah.
Automatically they should have a default setting where it doesn't get posted.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop this video anyway.
Hello?